A 34-year-old man from Ga Koranta village outside Bolo Bidu in Limpopo went on the rampage on Saturday night, 1st of January. He shot and killed his cop wife and 2 other men in separate incidents. The 32-year-old wife was outside her house with a man, standing next to his white Ford Ranger when her 34-year-old husband approached them and fired several shots at them with his licensed firearm, killing them both instantly. The husband then fled the scene with the man's car. Brigadier Motlafla Mojapelo said the suspect then reportedly found a 36-year-old male with a female friend, sitting inside a BMW vehicle. He fatally shot the man, apparently on suspicion that he was in love with his wife. The female friend was also shot but was taken to hospital for medical treatment. The suspect then drove to Guyani police station using the Ranger and handed himself over to the police together with his licensed firearm and the hijacked motor vehicle. He was arrested and placed in police custody. He will appear before Bolo Bidu Magistrates Court on Tuesday, 4th of January, facing charges of 3 counts of murder, 1 count of attempted murder and car hijacking, said Mojapelo. Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Tembi Hatab has warned firearm owners of drastic measures if licensed firearms were used in serious crimes. Social Development Meknkakarang Rakoel has condemned incidents of gender-based violence and femicide. She said the continuing cases of murder as a result of people fighting in their relationships must stop. Ending another person's life can never be a solution and people must find peaceful ways of resolving their differences, she said. Rakoel said they have sent teams of social workers to the 2 areas to provide psychosocial support to the affected parties. Mzansi's 20-year-old virgin speaks. Liema is a proud virgin, and she plans on keeping it that way. Liema Lando, 20, from Zaso in Nkobo, Eastern Cape revealed she hopes to get married at the age of 27 and that is when she will give up her virginity. I have a boyfriend, but I have told him that there will be no sex until he pays Lobola and that will happen when I'm 27 years old, she said. He loves me and he has agreed to wait. There's nothing more important and joyful than keeping my virginity until marriage. Liema, who is a second-year BSc chemistry student at Walter Sisulu University, said there are challenges to being a virgin at her age, especially with the kind of lifestyle young people are adopting at the moment. She is participating at the Amakosazana Osa Walter Sisulu University, which is a society that empowers young women to stay virgins until they graduate and also groom them to build sisterhood among themselves and to be independent. Being part of it minimizes the rate of unplanned pregnancy and abortions. We are embracing the values instilled in us by our parents of not engaging in sexual activities before marriage and to celebrate our roots and traditions, she said. I told my parents that I was still a virgin and taking virginity testing. They are grateful and thank me. This is the road I have chosen to take. She said her friends and other girls asked her how she managed to keep virginity until now. Some even regret that they gave up their virginity at an early age, she said. Liema's mother Nomalubai Lando, 39, said that she admires and supports her daughter. My daughter has turned out to be even greater than I imagined her to be, she said. Nomalubai said her daughter was proud of herself and proud of her virginity. Liema's 27-year-old boyfriend said, I see her as an African queen. Dating a virgin needs a strong man who is loving and caring. He said he loves her and respects her body. He said he will wait until the right time comes and do things in right way by marrying he. Moya loves Sylvia Manyela, whose 4 kids were killed by her husband, speaks after having miracle baby. She has had a tough life. Her partner killed her 4 children and she had to face him in court where she testified about years of abuse and emotional pain. The 52-year-old Limpopo former attorney, Lucas Fasha, was found guilty, convicted and sentenced to life sentences for each count of murder for killing his own children. He murdered his and Sylvia Manyela's 4 children, Kotliho, 9, Joyce, 7, Seppo, 5, and Adel, 3, in February 2020. The 4 young ones were found dead in Ga Fasha village, Limpopo. Not long after he was sentenced, the distraught mother appeared on the Moya Love show Mamazala, where thousands of South Africans heard her story of sorrow and abuse and banded together to make sure she had resources. Now Sylvia is making the best out of life with her newborn baby girl that she's named Homotso, a Sepedi name meaning comfort. Her baby will be 3 months old on 14th of January. She's trying to move on with her life, she revealed. I have found peace in myself trying to forget about what happened in the past and live in the present so that I can walk into the future, Maniela says. She's found a good man. We are not yet married, and he is a good gentleman, a caring father and not abusive. I don't want to disclose his name now for security reasons. I have moved on with my life and now I am looking for a job to focus in taking care and raising my little bambino. Her life has been full of trials and tribulations. She tells Drum that her mom died in 2000. She and her siblings Happy, Tsiatsi and Teboho survived on a foster care grant because they didn't know who their biological father was. Their aunt raised them and all they know is poverty. Then she thought she had found love with Lucas, a former attorney who had been in trouble with the law. It was a turbulent relationship and in 2020 in June, he murdered their children. Lucas is a former attorney who's been accused of hitting his children with nails in the back of the head before dumping them in a trench. The youngest child was found bludgeoned to death with a huge rock some distance from the other 3 children. She had to detail years of abuse in court, where she also accused the police of turning her away when she went to apply for a protection order against him. When he was sentenced, Sylvia was elated. I am very, very happy. I don't know what to do. He must go. He knows that he killed my children even though he hurt me so much when he denied to accept his wrongdoing, she said at the time. She's looking for a job now so she can look after her child as she's struggling. It is not fair for the government to continue taking care of those who committed crime, wronged the society. They feed them in prison at the expense of the taxpayers. What about law-abiding citizens and victims of crime? But even though she's struggling to buy food, she loves her new baby and can't wait to see the life they are going to build.